NxtLvL.
What's up, YouTube? How we doing today? I know we're probably all having a laid-back day. It's a holiday in the States. Just doing a quick live show because I'm not going to be doing one tomorrow. So if you're looking for me on Friday, you won't find me. Rojas is with his family, so he's not joining me today. We did a quick live stream yesterday. Digital Slang was on there, so he's in the chat. Everyone tell him what's up. So yeah, I just thought I would just come on for maybe like half an hour, maybe open up the panel, see if anybody wants to jump on, and just kick it with you guys. I tried to get an Xbox or a PlayStation yesterday, but apparently they only announced them in the States. In Canada here, they're saying that they don't have any more coming in until probably early next week. So I want to see if I can get my hands on that because I got some stuff. I got some products for Xboxes that I want to try on them that a company has sent me. So that should be pretty cool. I hope everyone's doing good. Everyone's enjoying their holidays. Everyone's spending time with their family. I am going to drop the link in the chat. So if anybody wants to join me, feel free. Like always, be respectful when you're joining. Make sure you're wearing a shirt. It's amazing how many times people have tried to jump on and they're not wearing a shirt. I don't understand. Can you guys hear me okay? Am I coming through okay? Let me know what you guys are doing for Thanksgiving if you're in the States. If you're not in the States, what are you doing for the holidays? The holidays is among us. You know, it's been really interesting this year with COVID because it's affected a lot of things that were supposed to be in stock. We're coming out this year. You know, even shipping times were affected. There's been times this year where it's taken me up to a month to ship stuff to the States. So if you guys are looking for something special for a loved one, I highly recommend ordering it way in advance. It's my girlfriend's birthday next month, and there's some stuff that I ordered last week that that are not even shipped yet. So you have to order well in advance. Yeah. So when I do the live streams around this time, it's just because I picked up my son. I ran home. I had something really quick to eat because I don't get home until like 3:15, and then we jump right on. Let's see what everyone's doing. So let me do a quick what's up. The link's in the chat. If anybody wants to jump in, you guys are free. All right, so let's see. What's up, Sohail? Michael, how's it going? Tim Windsor, always good to see you guys. Digital Slang, of course. Great conversation yesterday with Digital Slang. We actually stayed on, man, it was probably a good hour and a half after the show yesterday, and we had a good conversation. But sometimes you need that. It's it can become a lonely world as a creator sometimes, and you have to get out of your head. So when you just sit down and you just start recording videos after videos after videos, even though you're talking all day, it's good to connect with people. It is good to connect, like actually have a good conversation. All right, you guys are saying I'm coming in good. What's going on, Nige? Mike C, what's up? What's going on, J Mac, Redneck, Azriel? Let's see. Canuck Mark says Canada Post 43% of its normal staff is down 43% of its normal staff levels, and our parcels are above Christmas levels now. You know, it's going to get worse year after year. More and more people are ordering online, and it's being pushed that way. You have companies like Walmart who thinks that they can become the next Amazon Prime. So it's only going to get worse for you guys. So if you want to change careers, you might want to think about that. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I'm not telling you what to do. Digital Slang says he's relaxing. Diamond Dave, what's good? Yeah, chicken wings. I know. It's an ongoing thing. I love chicken wings. I can't help it. I always ask everyone, I'm like, do you like bone in or bone out? How do you like your chicken wings? Yeah, man. Whenever you're ready. We are super busy, probably until the end of the year. So even if we happen to record something before the end of the year, it probably won't come out until next year. So what's going on, Rojas? I'm like, Rojas is with family, and then he joins the chat. Yeah, our staff is going crazy. They added a new shift. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, chicken is good either way, for sure, for sure. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So, kind of wanted to recap some of the stuff that we talked about yesterday, and I think it's really important. This isn't going to be a long live stream at all. So as you come in, just make sure you hit that thumbs up. Um, so I guess one of the first things I wanted to talk about. Did anybody see the thumbnail? You finally get to see one. Is it because I've done it early enough? Usually I'm on Fridays. So yeah, interesting. I usually do it Fridays at the same time. So did anybody see the thumbnail of this live stream? Blemo's here. What's up, Blemo? How you doing? If you guys would have seen the thumbnail, that's pretty much the first time that I've shared what my new studio looks like. Like I said in a couple of my live streams, it's not fully done yet. I still have some stuff that I want to do to complete it. But I really enjoy it. I like it. Just give me 1 second. I got to share the link. I haven't even shared the link yet. I'm slacking over here, guys. So if you guys got any questions, if any of you guys want to jump on, maybe if you want to share a story of maybe a situation in the community that you've been thankful for. Maybe somebody taught you something. Maybe you learned something from a video. Maybe you're thankful for a particular group that you're in or whatever it is. Feel free to share those stories. Sorry, I'm just sharing the link real quick. Actually, that's a pretty clean picture of the studio. It's a mess right now because I got boxes everywhere, but let's see. Let me just share the link real quick. There we go. Saw it. It looks good. Yeah, for real, for real. I'm with family too, but I had to join my other family. Yeah, because we're the real deal here. Looks awesome. That's what's up. Just relaxing, dude. Watching some TV, drinking my hey. I'm drinking my Timmy's too, you know? Grabbed it on the way home from picking up my son. Hey, every day you got to be thankful. You got to be thankful. Every day you got to be thankful you're above ground. Every day you got to be thankful. So, wanted to talk about a couple things. A lot of you guys are going to be smart enough to know what's going on. But for a lot of us, we are the people that our family and our friends turn to. And sometimes they turn to us too late, or we hear stories. And a lot of these misfortunes happen during the holiday. So from the moment, you have Halloween end, you have scams after scams after scams that come out. Talk to your family members, educate them, because I've seen people burned for thousands and it's ridiculous. Let them know that, people aren't going to call them from the government or from specific companies and ask for stupid things. Like these phone calls that people get scammed by are pretty dumb. So just make sure you're educating people. Watching the Lions getting their ass kicked. Yeah, Timmy's all day. Timmy's is good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more of a, at home I only really drink tea, but lately I've been running on like E, so I've actually been drinking a lot more coffee than tea. I had 3 coffees yesterday because I didn't sleep that night, so I pretty much was surviving off coffees yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, so tell me some things that you guys have been thankful for. I can tell you I've been thankful for this year. This year, I know it sounds weird because this has been a really bad year for a lot of people, but this year has given me a lot of clarity in regards to a direction that I wanted my life to go in, for a lot of personal reasons. So, and to be honest, even though I haven't been putting out a lot of videos on this channel, it's given me a lot of purpose in regards to content creation because I've been creating a lot with Beyond the Streams and connecting with people and having those having those conversations and really having some fun with it. Because to be honest, when I first started this channel, I did a lot of app reviews, and they became very redundant. It's like, you do a video on Typhoon TV, you do a video on Terrarium TV, you do a video on a lot of these applications that look the same, and you're just going over the updates and the settings and what changed, and becomes redundant after a while. And then you get into content creating, or you get into content creating in a certain niche like tech, or you have a passion for tech and you want to play with it, and you want to have those conversations, like those personal conversations. It's one thing to record a video of you manhandling a box and opening it and then playing with it, but it's another thing to actually sit down with somebody that shares those passions with you and have a back and forth. It's no longer a one-sided conversation you're having with a camera. So being able to have those conversations with a lot of creators that come from all aspects, like the amount of stuff that we've been putting on from beyond the streams it's been eye-opening. It really has been. So I'm definitely thankful for this year. It's had its ups and downs, but like I said, it's provided me a lot of clarity in regards to where I want my life to go. So yeah. So share what you guys have been thankful for. I've been preparing myself to up the quality of a lot of things that I have coming up, and I've been working a lot on networking. So when I am ready to make that change on this channel, where I start to change the content a little bit, everything will be lined up, and it'll be a very smooth transition. And I think that you guys are really going to enjoy it. Gary D says, I am thankful for Beyond the Streams. Have seen a lot of creators and tech people. So thanks to you and Rojas. It's so interesting. Beyond the Streams is a place that I never knew that could exist. Like if you would have asked me 3-4 years ago if I could ever do a video with Tech Doctor UK, Dimitriology, Husham, New Tech Evolution, Digital Slang. Like I didn't even know Digital Slang until recently, right? Aljefe Reviews. Like there's so many content creators that I've been given an opportunity to do a video with that I never knew would have been possible without creating a platform to do it. And it's exactly what the saying goes. If you build it, they will come. If you want to have these conversations, if you want to do something in life, you gotta build it. You gotta set the foundations to what you want to accomplish. Don't just sit there and say, I can't do something, because you can. Oh, really? Timmy's is like the largest coffee shop in Canada. Like I don't know. Like what would I compare Timmy's to? Timmy's would be like your Dunkin' Donuts, I guess. I'm not even sure how I would compare it, but like that's the spot for coffee in Canada. Everywhere, no matter where you are, you drive like 5 minutes, you'll find 5 Tim Hortons as you're driving down the street. Oh, my chat just jumped. There we go. Let's see who we got coming in here. Been chilling. What's up, Prep Mama? Happy Turkey Day. I didn't have turkey. I had some beef today, though. Thankful for 4K Fire Sticks. Hey, you know what? Amazon has put me in a really interesting position when I start to talk about their device lineup now. Obviously not on purpose. Their best device is, according to them, their cubes. And I have cubes. I have cubes right here. Right? So I got cubes right here. I like cubes. I do. But if you ask me, would I ever set up a cube for a family member or a friend? Now this is going to sound stupid, but my answer is no. I would not set up a cube for a family member or a friend. Sounds silly, right? Here's my justification. For my friends and my family, I will set up 4K Fire Sticks all day. Now, I will have to admit that eventually I will probably be switching to the Google Chromecast because these are good devices. So, I mean, I still have to play around with the TiVo. The TiVo is a pretty good device too, but I can't get them where I live. So even if I like this device, I can't buy it here. It's not available in Canada. Even when you're setting it up, this device, I have to set my VPN to the States. So It's dumb. But these are really good devices. They're fast, they're snappy, great layout. Yeah, I'll probably be switching my family members and my friends to a combination to either the 4K sticks and the Chromecast, depending on what they like. But I still have a bunch of 4K sticks. Now, the reason I was saying I probably or I wouldn't set up a cube for a family member or a friend is because with the applications that we use in this gray area that we live in, applications like TV Mate, and a couple other applications. I can't remember them off the top of my head right now. Even some of the anime applications. When you sideload them onto a cube, the icons break. And I know you guys are going to be like, yo, next. You can change the launcher. You can add Wolf Launcher to this, and you can fix that. You can see all the icons. I get it. Now, when I first changed the launchers on a 4K Fire Stick, I gave it to my cousin. And a couple months later, Amazon put out an update, and they broke the ADB commands that allowed us to change the launcher on the device. Meaning, the way that I set up the device, the way that I gave it to him, one day he turned on his 4K Fire Stick, and the whole thing was different. And he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what happened. And if I was to continuously set up these devices, let's say I set up a whole bunch of, Fire Sticks and cubes, and I gave them to a bunch of family members and friends. If Amazon later on down the road decides to do an update and change those ADB commands that we have to do, that day when that update drops, you're going to get a million phone calls. So for myself, I like to keep things as plain and as simple as possible. I don't hate the Amazon layout. I will agree it has a lot of bloatware. It has a lot of things that kind of clutter it up. But I just tell people, all you have to worry about is your home screen. And on your home screen, you have a list of your recent applications and your applications, recent changes depending on the order you use it in, and your applications. They're permanently going to be in that order depending on if you change it or whatnot, right? So because of the compatibility and the version of the operating system that's coming on the 4K sticks, which is different from the Fire Stick Lite, and it's different from the Fire Stick 3rd generation and the Fire TV Cube. All three of those devices there use the same operating system except for the 4K sticks. So all the devices from 2019 and newer, so you have your 2nd generation Cube and your Lite and your Fire Stick 3rd generation, are all using the newer operating system. And the newer operating system is what's not compatible with a lot of the icons on these devices. And you get those broken images. So because of that, that's why I stick to 4Ks. Now, if I was setting up a device for myself, I love the Cube, right? I don't mind setting the launcher for myself, playing around with it. I've done videos on it showing you guys how to do it, because if something was to change, I could fix it. I could fix it for myself. So I am my own headache at that point. You know what I mean? I don't have to rely on somebody else to fix it. So I think maybe it's an excuse too, because if I gave a cube to somebody and then I did a video showing how to fix it and they came to me saying, hey, this happened, I'd be like, here, watch my video. I mean, that's easy enough to do, right? So I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it. But as of right now, I'm recommending the 4K sticks to everybody. It's my favorite device. Rant. That was a rant. That was like a 10-minute rant. Man. What did Mike C say? Where'd he go? Oh, Mike C said family, food, and football. 3 Fs. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I think I missed a bunch in the chat here. Let's see. I agree. Next Level this year's been up and down, but I'm still in a house, so I'm thankful. And all my teeth have been done soon. Well, you get your grill on and not the barbecue. Hey, Starbucks is nice, but it's expensive, man. I got the Timmy's card. And I'm collecting rewards on that. I'm almost at 600 points on my Timmy's card. I don't know if that's good or bad, but hey, whatever. Starbucks is good, yeah. I don't know what I'd do without Tim's. Getting all the Canadians to come out because I'm trimming my Timmy's. Or what we would do without technology, for real. Yeah. Let's see. What's up, Red Lantern? I broke down and ordered a large pizza for lunch. Already ate the thing. Maybe you should have a salad for dinner. A large pizza for lunch sounds like you might have to work that out. Yeah. See, here's the thing. Here's the interesting thing with the streaming world. Canada's like 5 years behind, and it sounds weird because this is like 2020. When we're talking about the States, you guys have things like Sling, you have things like Hulu, you have things like YouTube TV. There was a bunch of services you guys have. We don't have any of those in Canada. It's all really dominated by the actual cable company. So if the cable company is going to offer a service themselves, which they all suck, that's what it is. But we don't have third-party legit IPTV services in Canada here. We don't. And TiVo is not really a company in Canada, so that we don't get that. But in the States, for sure, good deals are to be had all the time. Oh, here we go. Got a Bluetooth receiver today for my surround sound system. It's working amazing. I'm surprised for $4. I can't go. Hey, $4, you can't complain. For real. It's amazing the amount of value we can get out of a couple dollars these days, depending on what you're trying to get done. For real. It's true. Yeah, but sideload channel, you still, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. If you boot the device, it doesn't automatically boot into oh man, I can't even talk. Side load channel. And if you hit the home button, I don't think it works by default. You have to do an ADB command, but correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Yeah. Wawa. See, I haven't had that. I'm gonna have, once the borders open back up, there's a bunch of stuff I want to do in the States. I'm gonna have to go for a road trip and maybe vlog my way through. You know, ooh, vlog my way through. Next level shove vlogging. I thought about a vlogging channel. I really did. I'm not really sure if I'd get into it now because I can't really go anywhere. Yeah, 600 points is like 700 coffees. Or wait, 7 coffees, not 700. What do you mean downloader doesn't help? On a cube? No. Okay, hold on. Man, if I had a cube hooked up right now, I'd show you. Give me 1 second, actually. I'll show you what you're supposed to do. I have a device somewhere. I just gotta find it. Where's my devices? Okay. So actually, here I'll show you. I'll show you this. Well, actually, everyone knows the 4K Fire Stick, so I won't show you the 4K Fire Stick first. But it's a little bit different on the newer software. Let me just pull up my screen here, and we're gonna go full screen. I'll do this on the projector. So I'll show you this real quick. Okay. Oh, wrong remote. I gotta find the remote for this thing now. I'll just use this one. I haven't used this device in a while. That's why you still see things like Watched on there. I'm not using Watched right now though. Yeah, so this is the Fire Stick that I used to do the Wolf launcher on that I made the video. That I was supposed to do a second part. I'm sorry if you guys are still waiting for that second part, but come on, what's going on here? I'm trying to sync a remote with it, so give it a second. Come on. It's taking forever to sync this remote. But it's a nice background. I like that background that I added there. Oh, why is my mouse on the screen? That's weird. So if you guys are coming in, it's going to be a quick live stream. I was asking everybody what you guys are thankful for this year. I talked a little bit about myself, saying that even though 2020 has been an interesting year, it's been a hard year, but it's given me definitely a good sense of clarity in regards to where I want my life to go. So I am thankful for a lot of things this year in my personal life, for sure, for sure. But what are you guys thankful for? What kind of tech? What kind of experiences? Be it something that's happened in the community, an experience with a device, maybe even teaching somebody, like a family member or a friend, how to save some money doing what we do. So, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, this is the Wolf launcher. So I did a video about this already a while ago, showing how to change an Amazon Fire Stick to look like this. It was supposed to be a 2-part video. I never ended up making the second part, so hopefully I do that soon. But the second part was to show you guys how to add the widgets at the top. So you could add your time, your weather, and then you could put 2 of your favorite applications up here. So when I get around to it, I will make the second part, but it looks pretty good. You can change up your backgrounds and all that kind of good stuff. So we're going to go to our settings, and I'm going to enable the stock launcher, and then we're going to go back. All right, so this is going to run the same software as the Cube. So with this one, you're going to have to go to My Fire TV and developer options. If you are using Downloader and you're having issues installing Filelinked, it's because Filelinked is an app from an unknown source. So what you're going to have to do, unlike the 4K Fire Stick, you have to enable apps from unknown sources on an app-by-app basis. On the 4K Fire Sticks, they're running Android 7. And Android 8 and below, I believe, you could actually turn on apps from unknown sources on any Android device as like a blanket default. But after Android 8, that setting has to be done on an app-by-app basis. So you're going to want to go into Downloader and turn this from off to on. Now, if you have applications, if you're setting up cubes, or if you're setting up Fire Stick lights, or if you're setting up Fire Stick 3rd generations, not the 4K Fire Sticks. If you have apps that auto update, after you set them up and you install all your applications, you're going to want to come in here. Hold on. I'm just catching up with my chat real quick. You're going to want to come in here, and anything that has an auto updating download, you're going to want to turn on. So apps from unknown sources, TV Mate. I know TV Mate pushes an update, so I want to make sure that it can install that update when it pushes it. Cinema HD pushes updates. Film Plus pushes updates. Nova TV, Zinni TV, BTV. I want to turn these all on, because if you don't, if you give this to a family member or a friend, what's going to happen is it's going to tell them, hey, there's an update in this application. Would you like to install it or download it? And they download it. And then it's going to say it cannot be installed because apps from unknown sources is not turned on. So make sure that you toggle all that stuff on. Actually, you know what? I wanted to show you guys something else that's kind of cool. I don't know if this is going to work for you guys, but this is something that I shared with some of the members of my members group on Telegram. So let's just see here real quick. I'm just going to find it. Okay, yeah. All right, this is kind of cool. I thought this was kind of cool. All right, so this is something that I did the other day that I kind of made for you guys. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of these applications are side-loaded applications. Oh, wait, you guys can't even see my screen. All right, let me share my screen again. I'm talking like you guys can see everything. All right, so see on the default launcher, all these ones are side-loaded applications. You can't see them because of the operating system that they're running on their new devices and the Cube, right? So, I mean, you can see the name at the top. Wolf Launcher, Launcher Manager, Fire Anime, TV Mate. So check this one out. This is kind of cool. So this is Downloader, and a lot of us use the URL get.filelinked.com to install the third-party app store so that we can install all of the applications that we love. What if I told you you didn't have to type in get.downloader.com and there was actually a quicker way of doing it? I haven't seen anybody talk about this yet. Do you guys know of a quicker way of downloading Filelinked instead of typing that? What if I could tell you that you could download Filelinked and not type a single letter at this screen? What would you think about that? You think I'm lying? If I told you I could download Filelinked from Downloader and not type a single letter, you'd be like, Next, what are you talking about? Because let's be real, as much as I love this remote, I do. This is my favorite remote that comes with a device yet. I haven't really played around with the Chromecast remote or the TiVo remote, so I can't compare it. And I have the NVIDIA Shield up there, and I haven't really played around with that. Tim Windsor, you got the idea. There you go. Type in the code. What's the code, guys? Put in the number. There you go. There you go. You guys know what's going on. All right. So you would come in here and you would type in 53897. Hit the play button on your remote. Give it a second. It's going to say redirecting in 3, 2, 1. And look at that. The file is downloading. Look at that. I mean, that to me, that's a lot easier than typing in get.filelinked.com. And I've actually reached out to Elias. Elias is the creator or the owner at AFTV News, also owns Downloader. I haven't got a response from him yet, but I would really like it to be a custom number. So if I could put in the same number as my filing store, 11039868, easy for me to remember, easy for you guys to remember, I think that would be dope. So I'm trying to reach out to him, see if I can get a response. If he'll be willing to allow me to put in a custom number, I think that would be cool. So that number again is 53897. Now, for some of you guys, it might be more difficult to remember a new number. I know for myself, it's pretty easy to remember get.filelinked.com. But if it works for you guys, if you like it, I'm just here to provide options. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? So I'm always looking for different ways to do things, different ways or easier ways to get things done. So yeah. I guess I'll share that too. So how do you get a code? How do you create a code? Okay, here, let me just, I'll show you guys. I just got to close off my Fire Stick window here, and then I'll bring up another window and I'll show you guys how to create a code, because this is interesting. You could create numbers to download whatever you want. Yeah, 53897. You got it, Tim. Thanks, man. I'll put it up on the screen while I do this. All right, so let's say you want to create a code to download an app that you made or an app that you're sharing with a family member or a friend, and that you don't want to teach them the whole process about Filelinked and all that stuff, and you want to create your own code. So step one is host the application somewhere, anywhere you want. It has to be a hot link or a direct downloadable link, okay? So let me just pull up the URL here. Where did it go? For some reason it's not pulling up website for me. There we go. Okay, so now where is... I'm not finding the link on how to create the codes right now. So there is a place on aftvnews.com that allows you to create these numbers for Downloader. I'm just trying to find it right now. See if I can find it. There we go. All right. So I had to actually search their website. It's a blog that they had done. There it is there. Okay. All right. Let me share my screen. 1 second. Took me a second to find it. I'm sorry, guys. So here it is here. You're going to go to go.aftvnews.com. And this is their URL shortener. So you would put whatever, I don't know, URL you want in there. Say, I'm not a robot. And then select these funky things to feed Skynet. So there's a bridge, there's a bridge, there's a bridge. And then you click on shorten. and it would give you a code. So there you go. And you take this code and you just drop that into Downloader. Simple enough, eh? Pretty cool. That's it. That's all. Makes it really easy. It kind of reminds me of what was it called? FireDL or oh man, there's a bunch of applications that kind of used a short code. It would create a short code for you to download stuff. Send Anywhere kind of works the same way with a code, but I mean most of us have Downloader already on our devices, so we're not installing another application. So you can just create it. The website again, I'll actually drop it in the chat for you guys if you guys want it. I haven't really seen anybody talk about this yet, so which is kind of interesting in our community. Usually people are on the ball. Maybe I should make a video and I should talk about it, but I would definitely enjoy if Elias could get back to me and see if I could create a custom code, because that would be dope. That would be so dope. AFTV News, big shout out to Elias, does fantastic work. I won't lie, he's one of my trusted sources for when I'm looking for information to feed the community. I will check out AFTV News. His blogs are great. A lot of people don't know, but he actually has a YouTube channel. Doesn't really talk as much. Doesn't have a whole lot going on. Usually it's more of the obviously legit stuff through Amazon that he talks about. But I love the story that Elias has that he talked about in some of his blogs. When he came back to AFTV News, he took some time off because he actually took a position at Amazon Labs. So that was pretty cool. There we go. TDUK did a video. Yes, I know TDUK would be on it. TDUK is always on that fire. So yeah, of course he would. Yeah. But yeah, I shared that with my members group on Telegram November the 9th. So that was a few weeks ago. Yeah. So when I find stuff like that, I try to share it with my members first, and then if I think it'll be good, then I'll try to, when I get time, make a video about it. But yeah, let me catch up with the chat real quick and see if I'm missing anything. Yeah, so Baby Yoda is calling me. I know he's right behind me. Yeah, there's some changes I want to do with the back. Some lights I want to change around. I don't know. I like my new setup, but I have some cleaning up to do and organizing and all kinds of good stuff. So yeah. Johnny M says, I'm thankful for knowing so much about Android and Fire TV devices. I've helped many family and friends save money over the last 5 years. It's a really interesting story. I was never a fan of Android boxes and didn't know much about IPTV. Shocking, right? I would hear people talk about it, and I think a lot of the ignorances kept me away from really getting into it. And I knew friends that would actually that would sell Android boxes, let's say, and they did it for years longer than I did, or when I started getting into it, let's say. And I stayed away from personally investing time or energy or money into Android boxes because the most common misconception that I saw back then, I'm talking like 5-6 years ago, local area, not talking about online, because I wasn't investing time to do my own research then. It wasn't an interest of mine then. But one of the most common factors and the most common things or complaints that I would always hear is, it would go down, their device would go down every month or 2 months, and they would have to pay somebody to update the device. And I was like, it sounds like a hassle. Like, I don't want to meet somebody every month or two because my box doesn't work. And like, I don't really watch enough TV to care about all that stuff. Back then I was running everything off my laptop and hooking up my HDMI cord to my laptop. And then when I started actually looking into it, I started understanding that people were forcing their customers, their family or friends, either through ignorance or just the lack of knowledge, to go through this update cycle. And one of the first things that I did when I came into the streaming community was start to talk about ad blockers, and how I use ad blockers. Because I was like, these advertisements are the reason why a lot of people, their devices needed to be updated. a lot of people setting up devices locally would put on modified versions of applications. And then what would happen was when the applications had an update, they couldn't update because it was a modified version of the app. So when I first started looking into these devices, the first thing I would do is install an ad blocker, and then the applications are still original. There's no modifications in regards to the code. So when an update would come out, it would just install. And it's easy for somebody to see when they open up, let's say, Cinema HD. There's an update available. Would you like to download? Yes. And I remember when I first started setting up devices for my families and friends, I would have to tell them, I'm like, if you see it pop up and it says there's an update, I would tell them it's okay to click yes, because they've been trained in the past to say no because of the modified versions of the applications, right? And just the whole process, it just seems so chaotic of having people run back and forth and try to get these updates just because people didn't know or didn't want to install an ad blocker. So I mean, I even talked to some of the local sellers of Android boxes when I first got into it. And I was like, hey, why don't you use an ad blocker? And they would literally tell me, it's like, because I want that $25. And I'm like, it's not worth my time. It is not, because like a lot of times if someone was to bring a device back to me, I would wipe the whole thing and start fresh, because you don't know what they're installing, what they've done to their device. I've had people bring a device to me and they've literally uninstalled everything, and like all kinds of craziness is done to the device. They changed all the settings. Like, to me, it's just, instead of investigating on what somebody has done to their device, I would rather, it's quicker for me to format it, start fresh, and just build it from scratch. I know if I know, let's say if I have a uncle is coming to me and he's like, hey, can you fix my 4K Fire Stick? What I'll do is I'll set up another 4K Fire Stick. I'll tell him to bring me the remote and bring me the stick, and I just swap it out. No time. He doesn't even have to wait for it. So yeah, there's another rant. Let me see what's up in the chat here real quick. Let's see. Jeremy's dropping all kinds of numbers. I don't know what you're going to get people to download there. Yeah, Fire do that. That's why I always use LOL until I found out your store and channel. Yeah, Fire DL. That's what you're talking about. Fire DL. Yeah. Fire DL used to do it. Yeah. TDK did a video. That's right. What's up, Mibzen? Thankful for meeting all of you. Awesome people. That comes from the bottom of my heart. Yep. What's up, Red Lantern? Thank you for the $2 super chat. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Is my volume low? Are you guys having trouble hearing me? Let me know. I thought my audio was good, but if you guys are having trouble hearing me, then I can get right into the mic if that's better for you. Okay. That should be a lot better. I brought my mic closer. I mean, I can crank the gain on it. What's going on, Stuart? Thanks for showing up on the premiere today. I saw you commenting on I saw you commenting on the premiere that we did with New Tech Evolution. So yeah. See, this microphone is a different style of microphone. You guys are used to me using probably my older Blue Yeti, but I switched to this one, and there are two different styles of microphones. You guys probably can't even hear what I'm saying right now, but this microphone, it's meant to be like talked right into. But because I don't want to always have the microphone in the shot, and I don't feel like putting it on a boom stand or a desk stand, I actually bought for this microphone. I bought so if anyone is familiar with like drums and stuff like that, when people are recording drums, there's a little tiny stand, a drum stand that looks like this. It's kind of close in the shot, but I bought a drum stand with a big solid rubber base on the bottom, and that's what I'm using as a desk stand for my microphone. I like it. What's up, Doc Squiffy? How you doing, man? I seen you put out a video the other day, and you were like, help me, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. So I hope everything's good on your end, man. Hope everything's good. Do you guys over there in the UK, do you guys do Thanksgiving? In Canada, where I live, our Thanksgiving is last month. In the States, it's this month. Do you guys have a Thanksgiving, or do you guys celebrate anything around this time of the year? Okay, yeah, you guys are saying you can hear me a lot better now. So yeah, I'll keep the microphone a little bit closer. No problem. I'll get right into it. I could turn up my gain too, but this microphone, it's so much better to bring the microphone closer to you than to turn up the gain. So I'll just try to just you know, I had a feeling. You almost had me. You almost had me. Almost had me. Well, yeah, okay. I mean, Thanksgiving is typically something that is, I guess, it comes about due to colonization, and I guess because no one's really colonized England. England kind of sent the UK sent around people to colonize everywhere else. So then that's where Thanksgiving happened in Canada and the States. Bonfire night. That's nice. You're gonna do some marshmallows, some fireworks. Yeah. Yo, Doc Squiffy, are you on PlayStation 4 right now? What are you streaming on? What kind of platforms? There's a link if anybody wants to join in. I'm just hanging out for probably like another 15 more minutes and then I'm going to get going. If anybody's catching on the live stream now, we got 56 people in here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up as you come in. I'm just doing a quick little live stream because I understand that it's, a holiday in the States. I am going to take tomorrow off. Typically, I do stream tomorrow, but Rojas decided to move his from Thursday to Wednesday. And I said, you know what? I'm going to move my Friday to Thursday, and I'm going to give myself the Friday off, at least off from live streaming. It doesn't mean that I'm not working behind the streams on something. So yeah, hey, there we go. It's very rare that I find another person that's an Xbox person. I have the Xbox S and the Xbox. Wait, are you saying you have the Series X, like the brand new one? You got your hands on the Series X? Because I have the Xbox One S and Xbox One X. So they're both pretty good devices. I don't play them that often, but I want to get a series. I want to get the Series X for sure. Those are hard to find. I can't get one where I live. But it's pretty cool if you got one, man. Something Series X, that's the brand new one that just came out. So here's an interesting fact. So Sohail, honestly, I don't know enough about Corelect to answer that question. It's best if you ask in the group. There's over 1,500 people in the Telegram group. It's best if you reach out to the Telegram group because I guarantee that you'll find your answer there. But I don't know enough about Corelect to answer that question. I'm not going to pretend like I do. Okay. Yeah, that's dope. So I have the X and the S, and now I need to get a Series X. I'm going for the same thing. Yeah, it's cool, man. What's your favorite game on Xbox? That's good, man. I mean, even if I got one for my son, he wouldn't get it until his birthday. My son's birthday is next month. Oh man, there was a funny conversation. Oh, I got to share this conversation. So after I picked up my kid from school, I was having a conversation with him. I was like, okay, how's school going? Warzone all around? Okay, I'm going to have to check it out. Usually I just pick Gears of War. See, I got my Gears of War controller. Gears of War is my favorite game. So that's usually what I play if I have a moment. Which hasn't been a while. Just put that back there. Yeah, man, you have a good one. All right, so let me finish the story. Okay, so I pick up my son from school now, right? And he's in an interesting transition. So my son's in grade 8. He'll be 13 next month, and he's just starting to like come out of his shell and have more conversations and talk to me more and talk to people more. Even his teachers are like, he's talking more. He's getting more involved. It's cool. So he plays a lot of games. So I guess he learns how to talk through a lot of these online worlds. But anyways, I'm not. That's the story for another time. But I pick him up and I'm like, he hates French, and I was never good at French. And in Canada, you have to take French up to grade 9. Grade 10, you can drop it and you can pick something else, right? Because French is the second language in Canada here. So I'm like, yo, how you doing in French? Because he hates it. He always hates it. He always like they it's like a pity pass they give him. But I mean, I can't blame the guy because I hate French too, right? So hey, so I'm like, how you doing in French this year? He goes, I'm doing okay. I'm like, all right, tell me a sentence in French. And this kid legit just told me bonjour. I'm like, how are you passing French in grade 8 if that's the only word you know? And this kid goes, my phone. And I'm like, what are you talking about, your phone? I go, what? You just Google whatever you want to translate and it translates for you? And he goes, yeah, that's what I do, Dad. And I'm like, okay, but you can't do that in class. He goes, yeah, I can. And I'm like, how are you going to Google all of your answers for your stuff in class? Wouldn't the teacher see you? And he goes, yeah, but they can't take away my phone. And I'm like, what do you mean they can't take away your phone? What kind of school are you going to? He goes, yeah, COVID. They can't touch my stuff. And I was like, whoa, that's hilarious. I was like, yo, COVID just gave these kids a cheat code to passing French. Like, legitimately, I took French from, what was it, well, I think we started in grade 6 to grade 9. I only know bonjour too. I didn't go into a French job, even though they say that you could pay higher if you're bilingual or duolingual or whatever you want to call it. But I mean, I never used any of that knowledge that I didn't learn for those 3 years. But it's just funny to hear him say they can't touch me because of COVID. I died when we had this conversation in the car coming home from school today. I legit died. I was like, wow, that is like, I couldn't even say to that. Like, what are you going to say to that? Like, don't do it. I mean, he's got one more year and then he's never going to touch it ever again. I understand that. Like, what are you going to say? What are you going to say? It was a pretty funny conversation. I was like, dude, I'm going to talk about that on my live stream today. Funny stuff. Okay, where was I? What was I talking about? We're almost an hour in. We've got 62 people watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up when you come in. Yeah. Main, mon. Okay, do not. Yo, that's all I got from the Buzz. I have no idea what you said. All I understood from this is do not or does not. I do not. No. That's all. I don't know. I don't know what the rest of that says. You said it's smart. Listen, we may not. What's it? We try to work smart, not hard. What's up, Billy? How you doing, man? Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. I love all the support that you give all of us content creators and everyone in the streaming community. I see you out there spreading all the love and the joy and the appreciation and the support. So thank you all the time, man. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. I'm just here kicking it with you guys. It's been a while since I've done a solo show, and I think it's a lot more personal. You guys get to get me, just being me for an hour, and then I get out of here. But I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy what the stuff that I've been bringing to the table lately. It's crazy if people don't join in outside of YouTube, they will never understand what Next Level is, because I do so much more outside of YouTube than I actually do on YouTube. My latest creation was the NextBot. NextBot is an extension of myself. So NextBot does help me. It helps me on the Telegram group and helps me on Twitter. So NextBot is posting the information that I would post for me. So I actually told the bot, I'm like, go over to this website, that website, let's say Real to Brid's Twitter accounts, whatever it is, pull the information, and as soon as it comes out, post it in the Telegram group. Telegram group is where you're going to find me. Yeah. So Digital Slang, NextBot is my Twitter bot as well. So it's the same idea. I tell it where to go to get the information, and how often to post, and it does that all for me. So it's posting on my Twitter too. It saves me a lot of time, to be honest, because I would post similar stuff, but not as often because I wouldn't have the time to go research it all. So what I've told it is to grab the article title and post it on Twitter and post it on Telegram. And if somebody comments on it, I know it's of interest, right? So let's say somebody comments on a post that's on my Twitter, even though I didn't post it, somebody comments or someone likes it. Then I'll go over and I'll read what the actual tweet is that my bot posted. And then once I read what the tweet is, then I know what's of interest. If somebody has a question on it, then it kind of directs my time, so I know what to research and then come back and actually provide the answer to whoever's asking, to whoever's liking, to whoever's retweeting, to whoever's sharing. It kind of helps me manage my time better that way. It's pretty cool. To be honest, Latif, I do not have a Google Mesh. I live in a really small place, and I run Ethernet wires everywhere. I have Ethernet wires to the computer over there. I have Ethernet wires to the computer here, and I run Ethernet switches because my place isn't that big. My standard 2-in-1 covers my whole little apartment, and I have no need to really dual mesh or to upgrade or go third party. Now, if I was in a bigger place, I would definitely be going with a mesh system for sure. And I think honestly, these days, all of the mesh systems are really good. If you have a big place, and I'm talking like 3, 4, 5,000 square foot house, congrats to you. But that's when I would really be looking at what kind of mesh system that I'm getting. But if your place, is the 1,000, 2,000 square feet, be realistic. Any mesh system is going to work for you. A majority of these mesh systems right now are like 2,500, 3,000 square feet. So obviously that's an ideal situation, those ratings. That's if there's nothing in the way, there's no walls, there's no floors. But, the bigger your place, the more interference is when you really want to get into a better setup. But I have talked to a lot of people that swear by the Google Mesh system for sure. The little pucks, as you call them. I think Storm uses it as well. Mike G might use it. So there's a lot of people that swear by them. But Google is a big name for sure. There are some budget brands that are coming out with some mesh ones right now. I know Rojas did a video. Sorry, give me 1 second. I need to check on my kid. Yo, what are you doing? Read. I'm live streaming. Will you stop? Please. What are you doing? What is that buzzing noise? Are you okay? Will you stop streaming, please? Sorry, guys. He was having a moment, and I had to have a conversation with him. He was having a moment in a video game, and he was getting quite loud. So trying to keep it down there. Yeah, so there's a lot of budget brands that are coming out, like I was saying, with mesh systems that are actually really good. Rojas did a video on, I think, 1 or 2 of them. So you can definitely find those on his channel as well. Yeah. What's up, Jeremy? Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it, man. I just come on here and I just kick it with you guys, have the conversations, and it's never obligated to do things like that, to do super chats and to join the membership programs like you do and to do all that kind of stuff. But you guys choose to because you get value from what I put out, and that's all I could ever hope for, is that whatever I do here, somebody finds value in it. If you guys didn't, then what would be the point of me coming on here, right? You've been a big help with all my Fire Sticks and making my YouTube channel. I still have a lot to learn, like making my intro video and thumbnails, but I'm learning. Okay. Canva. I use Adobe Premiere Pro, but Canva has some really, really nice templates, and you can export the video template that you create in Canva and then import it into whatever editing software you use. But Canva is really, really nice. I'm telling you, you can create some really easy, you can create some really easy intros, outros. I mean, I can show you guys if you want the outro that I've created. If you guys want me to, I'll play the outro now for you if you guys want. But I do have to mention that the outro has to be tweaked a bit because the volume's a little too high. So if you want me to play my outro right now, I'll show you guys what it was. And I'll be honest, I created that outro in Canva on my cell phone. And then I took it and I imported it into Adobe Premiere Pro, but you could do the same thing with Power Director or whatever editing software you use. And then from there, I did the voiceover, and that's it. I mean, you could even use Power Director on your phone, import that template that you create on Canva, import it into Power Director on your phone, and you could do a voiceover. But put a one in the chat if you want to. I'll show you guys the outro that I made if you haven't seen it, because it's only been on the last 1 or 2 videos that I've put out lately. And like I said, if you guys want to hear it, you might have to turn down the volume a little bit because it is a little bit loud. So I have to tweak that. But if you guys want to see it, hit 1 and I'll drop it in the chat here. But yeah, let's see. Thumbnails too. I use Canva. They have some really good templates in for thumbnails. You can literally in Canva type in YouTube thumbnail and it'll bring you up a bunch of templates, and they're pretty nice. So if you like the thumbnails that I use, if you like them, I did it all in Canva. That's it. Yeah, I meant I knew that. I'm sorry. I meant like, my bad. My bad. My bad. I was only going to go for an hour. Oh man, I got a bunch of people hitting me up to get some work done here. So I don't know. I might go for another 5 or 10 minutes. It's up to you guys. Yeah, 2nd generation Fire Stick still works good. No issues with it. I mean, when people want to switch up their devices, one thing that I always say is, what are you trying to get from a new device? If you don't know how to answer that, then you're going to end up picking the wrong device no matter what. You have to figure out what you like from your current device and what you don't like. And then when you figure out what you don't like, you kind of figure out where to go from there, right? But if you like what you're using, then stick with it. If it works for you, it works for you, right? Yep. Okay, cool. All right, so I'll play. A bunch of people put 1, but I'll put my new outro that I was working on. Like I said, you might have to turn down your volume a little bit because I still got to tweak it, but I'll drop it in now. So I'll give me a few seconds here. So here's my new outro, guys. So it's going to have the 2 gray spots, and that's where the recommended videos for YouTube would come up. But I created this in Canva and just did a voiceover. That's it.
Hey everybody, just before we get going, I wanted to say a huge thank you, much love and appreciation to everyone who supports what I do over here on NxtLvLTech. Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button and share these videos with a family member and friend.
See? Simple, clean. Even that music is straight from YouTube. It's from their YouTube studio music library. So there's no copyrights, nothing like that. YouTube gave me the soundtrack. I picked what part of the soundtrack I wanted. I mixed it with the audio. And that's using this microphone to get that really clean sound. I know my girlfriend says it sounds like I'm a late night talk show telephone operator, but that's what this microphone. Hey, what's up? Yeah, so she's here. She's working hard. She's at work right now. But when I get right into it, that's how this microphone kind of sounds. So I don't know. I'm still playing around with it. This microphone is supposed to be like more for podcasts, I think. It's one that Joe Rogan uses. A lot of people use it for like singing and stuff. So I'm still trying to get used to it. I ain't no audio engineer. I see things that look dope and I want to buy them. And this is why I'm here on YouTube, because I like to share that stuff with you guys. Very clear sound. Yeah. What's going on, El Jefe? I mean, happy Thanksgiving, man. Sorry, I booted myself out of the stream by hitting refresh by accident. I was only going to go for a few minutes, but I don't know. Maybe I'll live stream for like another 5 or 10 minutes. But if you guys got any questions, you let me know. I was just showing you guys what my new outro looks for my upcoming videos. Yeah, and that's one thing that I've been fighting with my I don't know what's going on with my setup. My audio is only coming through one side. Maybe it's because my microphone is to the right of me and it's only picking up one side. It's weird. So I'm not sure why. You know, I might have to reach out to a couple people and ask and be like, yo, I'm having an issue when I record my audio. And it's on everything. It's not even just the outro. I've been noticing that on a lot of things. So it does pick up on both, but generally the left side is a lot louder than the right side. And I don't know why yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. But it's clear. It's really, really clear. Yeah, yeah. It's the Shure SM7B. It's right there. Like if you buy this, you want people to know that you have it. Okay. All right, guys, I think I'm going to get going. I got a bunch of work to finish up here. I really do appreciate, you know, the 50, 60, 70 people that have been through this live show, that have been watching me, supporting me, everyone that's done, you know, super chats and donations, and all the members that keep kicking through. You know, the members, they do get a little bit more of a bonus. I do have a specific Telegram group for the members of the channel. And you guys have gotten a couple little bonuses along the way. Some of the members that were part of the Next Level squad, like the highest membership, they got some bonuses over the past month. I thought it was going to take a whole month to arrive to them. So I was going to be like, yo, this is a Christmas present. But for some reason, everybody got it in a week. And I mean, everybody received them in a week. It was like even people in England got it in like 3 days. And I was like, what is going on here? So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy right now. It's a crazy year. But, you know, I think I'm going to end it on this note and say, no matter the trials and tribulations you go through, there is always something of benefit. You may not always benefit financially. You may not always benefit, physically, monetarily, whatever it is, but there is benefit in everything we go through in this life. And my challenge to you is find the benefit, whatever it is, find the value in whatever situation you go through in life. It's there. There's always something of value, and it's your duty in your life to find that benefit. So on that, it's NxtLvLTech from AndroidTV.tips, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Hey everybody, just before we get going, I wanted to say a huge thank you, much love and appreciation to everyone who supports what I do over here on NxtLvLTech. Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button and share these videos with a family member and friend.